Okay, you guys, I really need to make this video and make it really quick because I see a nap in my future, but it's been a few weeks since I have taken and passed the TEAS test, and so many people have been asking me, how'd you do it? How'd you get such a great math score and all this jazz? So I said, look, today I'm going to do it. I don't care how I look. Probably could have ran a brush through here. But I'm going to go ahead and do this for you guys just to let you know. First of all, I passed. For my program, I only needed a 60. And I scored an 84.7. So in the individual scores for science, it was a 74.5. English, a 79.2. Reading, a 87.2. And math, a 96.9. Because the girl counts her coins. Okay, so anywho, so then they sort of rank you against you know, other people that have taken the TEAS, and I ranked in the 86th percentile when it came to English, 86 when it came to science, 91 when it came to reading, and 99 when it came to math, because again, I know how to count my coins. Okay, so quickly, I didn't spend a whole lot of money. People are taking all these courses that cost $100, $200, $300, $400. I didn't do it. I didn't even take the little practice ATI test. I got one book, this book right here. You know see it? You know see it? This is the book that I used. First of all, I'm gonna say this book sucked, like sucked rocks, because like there's like mega typos, and when you're trying to study for a test, you don't need typos. But I'm not gonna say mega. There were like maybe 5 or 6, but still, that's like subpar. But I did recognize them, and I circled them, and I knew that they were typos. So besides that, I just basically went through each section one at a time. Some people do the whole thing. I don't really know what that does for your brain as far as retaining. So the first part was the reading part. I did the reading, looked at all of the explanations, and if I didn't understand it, I went and did it again. I totally understood the reading before I went on to the next part, which was math. Math is hard for a lot of people. I mean, up till algebra, I'm really Gucci with math. So for me, if you have problems with math, I would say go online to YouTube and use, what's his name? Brandon Kraft. Brandon Kraft is bae. Like, if you don't understand, he teaches you. So I would use Brandon Kraft. Another thing, YouTube, science, which is my worst subject. I don't know why. When I'm in class, I make A's and B's. But if you ask me something I did last year, if you ask, I don't remember. So, for YouTube, the Amoeba Sisters. It's a cartoon. Don't judge it. It's super helpful. The Amoeba Sisters, they like really break it down. Crash Course, everyone's fave. He goes really, really fast. He speaks really, really fast, so you would have to probably look at it 2 or 3 or 5 times. But again, I'm very visual, so the Amoeba Sisters and Crash Course, very good for me. Dr. Parker. I don't know why no one told me about her when I was literally in A&P 1 and 2. Now I'm in micro. But had I had her, A&P would have been a super breeze, even though, you know, I got through it. But Dr. Parker and, of course, Khan Academy. Everybody knows Khan Academy. So for science, I would use the Amoeba Sisters. I would use Crash Course. I would use Dr. Parker. And I would use Khan Academy. That's what I used. And for math, I would use Brandon Kraft. I think I was like one thing I couldn't remember in math, and I went there and I looked, and then I looked at his other stuff, and he really explains. He doesn't explain it to you as if you already knows what he's talking about. That's what a lot of math teachers do. Hate that. Apps. This was really my core. I didn't even use this book. I bought this book like almost a year ago. I didn't use this book until like 2 weeks before I took the test. So what I did for the remainder, for most of the year, was I used 2 apps, Teas Mastery and the Pocket Prep. There are a lot of apps. Those are the 2 I use. Love them. I really, really love Teas Mastery, just the way it flowed. But what I like the most about Pocket Prep is like, okay, you have 4 choices. Instead of just picking your choice, it gives you like a little button where you can eliminate A and eliminate C, so you know you're down to B and D, you know, like that type of thing. Some people try to do the free. I purchased the full app, which was probably like $20 a piece, something like that. I think one was $20 and one was $14, and then around Thanksgiving they had like Black Friday sale, some crap, and got that. I say get the full app because, I mean, you guys spend like a lot of money on bundles and red bottoms. Go on and spend $20 for an app so you can go on and pass that tea, so you can be a nurse and pass that NCLEX. Like, seriously, I don't even know why that's even a question in a lot of these groups that I'm in on Facebook. Everybody's like, oh, should I get the full version? Yes. Do you want to pass? Like, I mean, come on. You go to Chick-fil-A or Starbucks twice and you've spent $20. Like, get your life. So, basically, that's all I used. I practiced and practiced. I thought that I needed to take all of my classes, all of my prereqs before, like micro. I'm in micro now. I don't know. It might have had 2 micro questions on the whole test on mine. But, oh, for real, get in these groups on Facebook. Just type in Teas, enter, look for groups. When I tell you they have files on there that are everything, and I saw the files, but there's so many files, so I didn't even pay attention to the files until after I took the test. And then after I took the test, like literally, I'm looking in these files and I'm like, oh my God, this was like on my test. And even if it's not Johnny had 5 apples, it's the same concept. So your test may be Susie had 2 pair of shoes and lost 1, but it's still the same procedures. But some of them were like word for word, dead on. I don't even know where to get this stuff from. But had I really looked at the files, I probably would have done much better in all of my other areas. But all I need is a 60 for my program, and I made a 84.7. So I actually decided to apply to 2 programs, and the other one is you need a 70. So I'm good either way. So anywho, I'm about to catch this nap really hard, and I'm going to put a link to all of the things that I talked about. I'll put in a link below. So go ahead, click that, subscribe, and after this, I guess we'll be getting ready for the NCLEX. NCLEX.
You gotta know,